the legend continues yet as the Hood attorneys discover a spirit of justice. I almost said justice for all, because this is kind of what it's been about. Justice for everybody, but no. We're looking for a spirit of justice. A little bit tired, but it's already been 2 days since I last played this. I'm gonna forget everything. And it's trial time, so... May 19th, 8:50 a.m. High Court of Khura'in. I just realized this entire game takes place within the span of like a week, right? Cause the first thing, no, it technically started in like April, but oh my gosh, that scared the shit out of me. Fuck the police. That was them, not me. Wait, so did they actually storm the court? May 19th, 9:28. The High Court of Khura'in. I don't know if it's AM or PM, guys. It's complete chaos outside. Let's just say the Defiant Dragon supporters demonstrating for Dirk's freedom. I'm taking a very social interest in the outcome of today's trial. They look ready to string us up if we lose. Yeah, trials here pretty much like the ones back home, but with one major difference. The divination seance. Also, you die if, you know, your client's found guilty, but that's another thing. The victim's final memories will become matter for deliberation. I've heard about that. But they haven't stopped you from winning your case here in Khura'in. True, but it wasn't easy. Still though, memories of the dead are simply another piece of evidence. There's always a way to deal with them if your client's truly innocent. Well, I know Dirk is innocent, but... I have one more big secret. Apollo, in court tomorrow, you may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, and I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son after all. Dirk, what is that sticker you're keeping? Hey, AJ. There you go, just like I promised. Good looks. Good looks, stats. Wait, weren't you arrested by the police yesterday? Yep, nice something nice and sound there. I had to find a meal, a shower, even a bed. What more can I ask for? Ha 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 ha. I feel way better than where we were staying. Just remember, if Dirk's found guilty today, we'll probably be found guilty on the Defense Called Zodiac too. Yeah, they said something to that effect. That which Khura'in wants to take advantage of today is to crush the revolution once for all. The fate of the revolution and every Khura'in's Pearson rest in this trial. Don't worry, we'll be fine. I'm gonna win this one. The trial will begin shortly, Apollo. Let's make our way into the courtroom. Alright. So, is it going down now? May 19th, High Court of Khura'in. Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise. Let the trial of Dirk Sahdmadhi begin. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Majesty. So, it's really come down to this. Well, don't expect me to hold anything back, bitch. The trial will be on both the murder of Justice Mr. Ingrid Karkle and the assassination of the former queen, Amara Sigatar Khura'in. First, I believe we should address the murder of Minister Inga. Would that be acceptable, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi? Bitch. Yes, of course. Please proceed. What's up with him? I don't like you, Prosecutor. Is your mind elsewhere today? No, not at all, Your Majesty. Are we gonna be able to go through with this, Naida? Well, Sahdmadhi, I would be remiss if I failed to voice a concern of mine. I haven't heard mention that you are the son of the accused Dirk Sahdmadhi. You have heard true. Does that fact pose some sort of problem, Your Majesty? Father being prosecuted by his own son. Could one possibly deliberate such a case without having personal feelings intervene? Yes, without question. Can he really handle it? Even if it is Papi Samani, going against his own father is... How can the son of a criminal even be a prosecutor in the first place? Dirk? Fellow citizens, you would do well not to underestimate my son. He did not want to allow personal feelings to interfere with the execution of its duty. And the execution of his father. Isn't that right, Nayuda? I will not stop till my work here is done. See? So all you doubters just sit back and shut the fuck up. Ha 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 ha. You guys will get the fuck out of here, dude. Anyways, so I have no further objection to this arrangement. Then let's commence this deliberation. Who was that? Damn bitch, does everyone have an objection voice? One moment, if you would. Your Eminence? Your Eminence, what brings you here? What? Whoa, does the prosecution have an aide for once? Your Majesty, it would appear that Prosecutor Sanamali does indeed have some reservations. No, that's not true. Did you truly believe you could deceive me, Nayuda Sanamali? Why don't you hold no reservations if one is to stand these hollow funerary grounds? I have none, Your Eminence. No, it is clear we cannot leave this matter to you. We shall handle the prosecution of the enemy of the Crown Dirk Sanamali personally. But remain by our side and bear witness to how a true prosecutor enforces the law. Excuse me, but is a queen gonna prosecute this case? Is that, you know, what does that mean? Kosher? There's no need for concern. Before we were crowned queen, we served as a prosecutor. Deadass? As a foreigner, your ignorance can't be excused, but know this. The prosecution in charge of Queen Amara assassination claims 2 years ago was not as an eminence queen. Oh, well that explains a lot, doesn't it? First your Majesty, and now this? Why is everyone telling these things? I heard she served as Minister of Justice, but she's also a prosecutor? I guess she probably moved a lad from prosecutor to Justice Minister. And then to Queen? We prosecuted that case 23 years ago, but no verdict was ever rendered. We had one guilty verdicts in every case till then, for no lawyer could stand up to us. No. I'm at a loss for words. You think I would once more bear witness to her eminence at work in the Hall of Justice? Our first trial in 23 years. No quarter shall be given to criminals. We shall prosecute them with all our might. Whatever, bro, get this work. Okay. What a magnificent sight! Queen of Tigers, prosecutor, you think we're gonna see once more? How's her hair like floating? What the fuck? That's Queen Garon? Talk about an extreme makeover. It's all coming back now. To feel my blood pumping through my veins. Woe to you, O enemies of Karai, for I shall personally slice, dice, and slice, and grind you up into hog feed. I don't suppose I can ask her to roll back her polite pre-makeover personality. No, this lawyer. Yeah? Now that I stand as prosecutor, consider your defense's bench as a head and a scaffold. If you wish to leave any last words, I advise you start thinking of them now. Nice fan. Well, you still have a head with which to think that is... Oh, ho, 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 ho. Meep. She is dead serious. Now it is time for the divination seance. Rifa, come forth. Alright, Rifa, relive your father's dead memories. I mean, I guess they're dead. I mean, last moments, I mean. Death. Death. Your benevolence. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. I understand it may be difficult for you, but Can we pursue the divination seance? You know, I got a date in about 20 minutes. Yes, let's proceed. Forgive me for asking, but are you good? If you're not, I would advise you to avoid any undue exertion. Princess? What's wrong? It's like our mind's anywhere but here. Well, what's happened since yesterday? On top of the murder of her beloved father, she found out that he had been planning a coup. Today, she'll have to experience his death through his own eyes. Yeah, that would be able to shake everyone up. But still, seems like she's worse off today than she was yesterday. And there are all these people watching her. Yeah, I remember her being as depressed. We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child after all. Now, if you excuse us. Discipline? Coming from her? I don't like the sound of that at all. Wait. Kron didn't do something to her, did she? Here, miss. I'll take definition seance. As I understand it, the prosecution has yet to review its content. Is this deviation from protocol a part of your plan, or... Prosecutor Samadhi, would you care to explain your actions? Your Eminence, the accuser was caught at the scene of the crime. Therefore, I deem that no seance would be necessary for such a clear-cut case. Look at her fingernails. God damn, fucking claw. You and your bleeding heart. You seek to spare Rafa the trauma of witnessing your father's death. Is that why you have done this? Not at all. You were concerned for me, Prosecutor Samadhi. That's all the compassion of him, all things considered. Your Eminence, your Majesty, regardless of what is best for her benevolence, this case is blessed with a bounty of incontrovertible evidence, so I believe we can reach a swift verdict without devoting precious time to a seance. You do have a point. Personally, I like to spare her benevolence any undue misery. Experiencing the murder of a loved one is a burden no one should have to bear. Prosecutor Samadhi, your Majesty, can this trial truly proceed without a divination seance? Can't blame for not wanting to experience his father's murder firsthand. Yeah, me neither. Your Eminence, what are your feelings on this matter? Shall we have our benevolence to return home for some much-needed rest? Did you just... We shall not. You fool spoil her with your feckless words of compassion. Listen well, Rafa. You have spoken time and time again about how grown up you are now. Yes, but... So let us see if the royal priestess has truly come into her own. Are you prepared to fulfill your duty and perform divination seance as you should? Yes. That's better. See? Problem solved. Poor Rafa. Is this really a good idea? I guess we'll see. Very well. Let us begin the divination seance. Nana, my robe. I don't think she's here yet. Oh. Actually, where is she? We still don't know her whereabouts. It's been a whole day already. Barbed head. Yeah? You moved my robe. What? Bitch, why me? Don't keep her benevolence waiting now, Mr. Wright. You see she's ready to begin. Great, I'm gonna be robe remover. It's like she's going Mr. Wright to be named as replacement. Alright then, your benevolence. Please start when you are ready. Come, Rafa, you know what must be done. There's no turning back now. I know. All memories of the deceased. It should be interesting. Oh, Holy Mother!
Oh, Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name.
Oh.
Let the eyes of and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Can I hear this song again, please? Please. Hell yes. I'm having so much fun with this. Okay, Rafa, hit it. Okay, the step back twirl. Okay. Perfect positioning. Beautiful. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I yeah. Your benevolence. What's wrong? Oh my gosh, she passed out. Holy shit. Oh my god, where did I look? This is unacceptable. But baby, take her benevolence to the first aid station at once. This isn't good. Oh no. Your Eminence, do you have any idea why her benevolence collapsed so suddenly? It seems she was not ready for what the deceased was to reveal. It overwhelmed her. Her inexperience and immaturity left her ill-prepared to face her father's death. What a pussy. God damn. I know someone who's not winning Mother of the Year. Ever. I mean, fuck, of course Faith is gonna be overwhelmed. She's still just a child. It means you have no choice but to move on to witness testimony, Your Majesty. Oh, yeah, let's proceed. May will summon the first witness if you would. So, who are the witnesses to this thing? Maya's gotta be one, right? And then, right, the defendant. But then, that's it. That's the only people who are there. Is this not the accused? It is indeed. I would give him the opportunity to plead his case. For true justice is more than an unilateral presentation of the facts by the prosecution. That seems uncharacteristically fair of her. However, should the accused fail to produce convincing testimony, he, along with his cabal of traitorous lawyers, shall immediately be sent to the Shadow Realm, and their heads will roll from their shoulders. What? I should have known there was a catch. Your court, your rules, you know, same as always been, bitch. Alrighty then, Dux and Marty, if you would enlighten us as to what happened. Well, I would, if I could. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. Dirk explained himself. I was struck by sudden dizziness the moment I entered the tomb. Next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand. and lying right in front of me was Inga, dead as a doornail. I have no recollection of what happened in the interim, but I didn't kill him. At least I don't think I did. You go against everything I believe in. That's fun. That didn't explain shit. For the record, let it be known the accused's fingerprints were all over the murder weapon, and since he was caught in the act, there was no chance for a third party to tamper with it. Well, that certainly does seem to point the finger at you, Mr. Somebody. Even as a lawyer, I have to agree with you there, Your Majesty. Ha 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 ha. Seriously, dude, this is no laughing matter. Exactly what Garan wanted. To have Dirk try to plead his case when it failed miserably. How low can she go? Prosecutor, behold the most unpleasant of spectacles, and let it be etched into your soul. See how instead of accepting the inevitable, those fish-brained lawyers floundered and fought themselves straight into the abyss of despair. Yes, Your Eminence, show me the way. Alright then, will the defense please begin the cross-examination? I guess. What else am I gonna do? Fight? Yeah, right. Hold it right there. You were struck by sudden dizziness because of his illness. Is that something that has ever happened to you before? Can't say that it has. Maybe it's catching up to me. I'm no spring chicken after all. That's not the issue here, dude. The most cunning excuse won't be fitting of an insidious insurgent. Oh? You heard me, bitch. A killer who doesn't recall his climb. Climb? Yep. How very convenient. Next I'll imagine you plead insanity. You aim to seek a lesser sentence through excuses and subterfuge, do you not? Don't make me laugh, bitch. Your malevolence? How dare you? I'm merely stating my innocence. I have no intention of offering excuses. It's your baseless speculations I would decry as foolish. You deceitful bitch. Is it your wish that I should claim your head right now in this very hall? Bitch, try me. Ha 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 ha. Yo, Dirk, why don't you let me handle it from here, my dude? I'm the attorney here, alright? So if there's anything you can say through me, alright? Anything to stop you from needling the queen, dude. Next time you have an objection, you'd better have some proof to go with it, Dirk. The accuser will continue with it when he does recall the crime. I got you. Do you recall anyone putting the knife in your hand, Dirk? I wish I could say I did, but I don't remember a damn thing before I came to. You might have been the third party in the tombstone. It would have happened to be. I mean, there would have had to been. Yeah, because if you didn't do it, then the Roku must have been there with you. Objection. You called, Your Eminence. Oh god. Should you go anywhere without those goons? Was there a third party in the tomb when you were securing it? No, Your Eminence. We searched high and low, but found no one of the sort. And there you have it. Oh yeah, they did search the place. Furthermore, my guards had the entire tomb surrounded, so there was no way for anyone to escape. That's right, no one got in or out without our knowledge. Herman's on-site directives were absolutely flawless. Bro, can you get out of here so my game can run faster? The presence of third party is beyond the realm of possibility. The tomb was, for all intents and purposes, completely sealed off from the rest of the world. What a waste of time! How could we do it? Am I supposed to be able to, like, thanks for nothing gallery, dude, if the graves aren't already deep enough. Accuse it. What do you believe about the possible presence of a third party? Well, based on the situation you presented, I say the chances are slim to none. I'm not helping, my man. Let the accuser's statement be added to his testimony. Alrighty then, Mrs. Almighty, if you would. Like the more you press, the thinner our case gets. Well, let's keep pressing, and work out the wrinkles in it too. You got it, Big P. We can't prove you innocent without at least the possibility that the third party was there. Find the possible in the impossible, son. That's just what a lawyer's gotta do sometimes. Isn't that right? Right? Me? Yeah, you could say that. I've seen more than my fair share of trials like that. And you start with no viable evidence, useless testimony, or any hope of winning. But through cold sweat, desperation, and a little luck, I've always managed to pull them off. Right. I could see we're conspiracy, you and I. Ha 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 ha. Gee, take a case like that must have shaved years off your life. That were true, I'd be long dead. Find the possible and the impossible. Can I prove that it was at least possible that there was a third party there? Dirk, what did you see at the scene of the crime? Let's see, it came to... Because all we can do is assume that someone could have hidden somewhere at the crime scene, right? You say that he was as dead as a doornail. How dead was he? It's pretty easy to tell the difference between a soulless man and a soulless shell of a man. There's a crushing amount of blood of scene made it obvious which it was. Watch your words or you shall join Mr. Inga. Minister Inga much sooner than you inspected. You can bow your head before him and seek his forgiveness there in the shadow realm. If you still have a head to bow, that is. You bloodthirsty witch. What happened to you? There was so little love in your heart 23 years ago. You used to think of me as a brother. It seems you truly do have a death wish. Ha 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 ha. Is that really all you've got? Dirk, I'm begging you. Enough of the lip, dude. Just deliver your testimony, please. Alright, I'll try. But I can't promise anything. A day's passed since the murder. Haven't you remembered anything in that time? Memory is a complete blank. It's as if that part of my brain doesn't scoop right out. Not very convenient. But even if you know memory of the event, your guilt is without question. There is nothing more than debate. You're forgetting one thing, Garan. I have no motive. You lead a band of insurgents that seeks to overthrow the government. I would say that alone is motive enough to display a kingdom and serve justice. I have declared countless times that I lead a bloodless revolution. I forbid violence and murder, even if some young members may have a thirst for blood. A bloodless revolution, eh? You wouldn't really have a motive in that case. Is that an important statement? I guess. That was an important statement. I guess. Alrighty then. I wouldn't want to contradict that, would I? A bloodless revolution? Could you be more specific? I'm talking about dragging this pompous prosecutorship off the bloody throne. So go ahead, Garan. Act all high and mighty now, because this is the last chance you'll get. You still speak of the rebellion despite the charges against you. You truly are a fool. I will prove your guilt soon enough and display your head for all of Khura'in to see. People will forever speak of you, not as a revolutionary, but as a terrorist you are. You're mistaken, bitch. It'll be you that people will speak of. As a tyrant who was overthrown by her own people. I wonder if he would still be spewing such nonsense before the head of his axe. Ha 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 ha. I'm afraid I'll still be like this in the afterlife, bitch. I'm not so ashamed of forms apple pie or dirt, but I'd really rather go home and die than to tolerate this. Can you say that you didn't kill him more definitively? How can I when I have no memory of what had happened? Well, can you at least state whether or not you are a murderer? That I can do. I am not a murderer, and I would never kill anyone no matter the circumstances. And do you have any evidence to support your claim that you did not kill the minister? Evidence? No. Can't say I do. In that case, shut the fuck up. Wait, you can't just discard testimony like that. I mean, I'm cross-examining the defendant and all, so hold your prattling tongue, foreign devil. I'm the queen of this goddamn kingdom. And the queen is the law, bitch. As such, I need not follow the laws that are in place. I can make and break them at will. Henceforth, the accuser will refrain. What the fuck, judge? That's gay. What? Sure, whatever. It's a garage show to Raw, same as always. I can't believe she pulled that I'm the queen, bitch shit. You're lazy edifying to me. Please stop agreeing with everything the prosecution says. Alright, I'll stick to the facts from now on. But remember, son, if you truly believe in me, you should be able to prove my innocence. I know you can do it. I believe I'll prove him innocent, eh? Even with all these inconvenient truths. Is that what he's saying? I think Dirk might be onto something. Even the most disadvantageous facts may point to the way to the truth. Don't ignore them. Think of them as food for thought. Okay. The worst of times in your list is for your smiles. I need to remember that, no matter how difficult the facts may be to deal with. I think we can establish the possibility of a third party, but if the possibility doesn't exist, no choice, proving it. Maybe there's gotta be something I have with unknown fingerprints, right? Hold up. I've gotta have something with unknown fingerprints on it. Kicking suit. Victim's blood. It's already wiped up. Aha! Unidentified bloodstain. Fuck off me. Your Eminence, I'm afraid this trial will not go exactly as you anticipated. Because I could show how there might have been a third party in that tomb. Oh, how very fascinating. Go on, I do so love a good fairy tale. We did a luminol test at the crime scene, and we found a bloodstain that didn't match the Justin Nurse's blood. I'll remind you that neither Dirk nor Miss Faye were injured during the incident. The thing is, this bloodstain we found had been wiped up by someone. What's this? But who would have done such a thing? That's the big question, isn't it? Who wiped up the blood and why? Thinking about it logically, it must be someone who wanted to conceal their presence at the scene of the crime. Oh, and to whom do you suppose the bloodstain might belong? The bloodstain belongs to the real killer. The bloodstain belongs to the real killer, of course. Whoever it was, they were probably shot while they were attacking Mr. Ingo. And since their blood was given away, they had to wipe it up. I say this because we know for a fact that the Justin Minster fighters got in the tomb. You have the memory of a flea. There was nowhere for anyone to hide. This too is a known fact. But a bloodstain from a third party means there must have been someone hiding there. Very well then, tell me this. Where was the third party hiding? Oh, the crime scene was thoroughly searched after it was discovered. So if there was a hiding place, it would have been somewhere no one would dare look. Somewhere no one would dare look. It'd be the fucking sarcophagus. Yep. The sarcophagus, because they assumed that they thought that she was in there. There's one place no one would search, not even the Queen's Royal Guard. And that would be inside Queen Amar's sarcophagus. Even now, it's locked up tight. No one would find you if you hid in there. I'm told that this is temperature controlled to preserve the money within. Mummy. But if someone dressed warmly enough, they could withstand the cold for a short time. This is sacrilege. Surely the perpetrator of such a foul deed would be cursed. But that's just it. The killer knew everyone would be too scared to open the sarcophagus. True. The guards were so scared of being cursed, they wouldn't even touch it. And when the coast was clear, the killer made a quick escape from within the frigid confines. Wow, that does sound like a plausible method of evading capture. Defense requests a DNA test on the bloodstain. And then we'll see just who the real killer is. I love that one. Bow your head and kneel, lawyer. Such insolence! So your head may be parted from your shoulders. What's with this bitch cutting off heads? Damn. Huh? The trial's not even over. Oh my god. Wah! How soon you forget you're already on the headman's scaffold. As such, I could order your beheading at any moment. Bitch, all I did was request a DNA test. There's no need to request such a test. Ah, shit, here we go. She asked for 1, not 4, goddamn. The police have already identified the source of the bloodstain. The DNA test revealed that the blood is of the traitor, Dirk Said-Mahdi. What? But Dirk wasn't injured. So where does the blood come from? Maybe he coughed it up. Yeah, Dirk's illness. Still, there's a lot of blood. Did he really cough up that much? And did he wipe it up to hide his failing health? Dirk, is it really that bad? Ah, shit, you got me. God damn it. Welp, there goes that. Pay attention, Horned Devil, for this case has already been solved. You claimed that this blessing lead us to the real killer, did you not? Well, did you or did you not make the claim of your own volition defense? Yes, I did. After she steered you in that direction, that is. I fell right into her damn trap. Do you see now? The folly in opposing the very embodiment of the law. Whatever you say or do shall come to no avail. A third party at the scene of the crime is beyond the realm of possibility. No! Praise be for Lord, whatever her name is. Eminence legal tactics are beyond compare. I hate to say this, but she really got us good. The key to Amar's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family. My husband and I are the only ones who can open it. Therefore, it would be impossible for someone from some knave to have opened it. Can we discount the sarcophagus hiding place, though? What if the real killer is still in there? Nah, that's just ridiculous. I believe we have rebels and sympathizers in the Gog today. It is to you I speak. Have you been listening? Dirk Said-Mahdi, the one who proclaimed a bloodless revolt, has betrayed your cause by resorting to murder. No, it can't be. Dirk would never. There's gotta be some kind of mistake. Defiant Dragons and their sympathizers are starting to have doubts. So this is like Iran allows to cross-examine Dirk. By establishing his guilt in his murder, he's effectively damaged his reputation among those who support him. True, but now you have an even bigger problem. And now, for the lawyer, you will honor your end of the bargain. Accept your guilty verdict for your failure to explain your client's actions. Shit. Huh? Now, I shall pass judgment upon the criminal, Dirk Said-Mahdi. What? You shall pass judgment? Your Eminence, isn't that my job? Hold your tongue. You are but a figurehead before me, the embodiment of law. Consider yourself dismissed. As Queen of Khura'in, I shall not pass judgment upon the accused. What the fuck? Everyone's shook. So I just got a game over for fucking up.
Objection!
Whoa. You didn't give me a chance to rebuke. No one knew you were a defeated lawyer. But Justice once, I am going to show you the depths of my compassion. Tell me why I should allow these proceedings to continue. Come, convince me. Quick, Apollo. Even if you have to bluff, we've got to keep this trial going. Show that the crime could have been committed by a third party. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? Oh, why don't you start with, how about the timing of Ingrid's murder? What? This whole case is built on a single premise. that Inga was murdered after Dirk entered the tomb. But what if that's not true? Like, if our assumptions are all wrong, that just might work. Alrighty then, don't keep us waiting, defense. Dirk became the prime suspect because it didn't seem probable that there was a third party scene of the crime. But there's another question we should ask ourselves at this time. Was Minister Inga really killed after Dirk entered the tomb? What nonsense is this? Setting aside the assumption that the murder occurred after Dirk arrived on the scene, opens up the possibility of a third party committing the crime. The question before us is, when was Minister Inga really killed? Before he entered the tomb, that's the whole claim, isn't it? Isn't it possible that, before Dirk even set foot in the tomb, Minister Inga was already dead? It would certainly make the possibility of a third party more probable. Why, of course. If I'm conscious right after I entered the tomb, even if I hadn't, I would have had a clear line of sight to his body from the entrance. Which means, you wouldn't have noticed his body either way. This scenario is entirely possible. And so we can't rule out the possibility of a third person committing the crime. I see. Well, that does make things interesting. So far, so good. This might actually work. Very well. I shall play along with whatever little game you have knocking around that tiny mind. I was starting to get quite bored of all this. I could do with a distraction. Hell yeah! Let us hear some testimony that would shed light on when exactly the minister was slain. Bailiff, summon Rafa. Surely she has recovered by now. But what about me? Don't I serve a purpose anymore? You're just gonna chill there? On some, like, Monami shit? I hope you're feeling better, Your Benevolence. Must I perform the divination seance? What? Oh, no. We merely require testimony this time. How can my testimony be of any value? Princess Rafa seems awfully depressed. After what she's been through, stunning her again is like rubbing salt in the wound. Being able to perform the seance was probably the last straw. Hope she doesn't pass out again. Princess Embody, may I ask you something? I forgot this name was here, to be honest with you. Of course, Your Benevolence. I've been meaning to ask you this since yesterday. Do you have a girlfriend? did you know about Queen Amara and about me? Yeah, from where did you hear such a thing? From Mother, and only yesterday. Rafa was carrying on about telling the truth to the people. So I told her what the truth really was, for it's up to a mother to discipline her child. I see. Be as a May of Benevolence, it has no bearing upon our trial here today, so there's no need to let it trouble you. I know. Granted, Rafa's about something other than our status. And that sounds like it. What could it be? The defense has proposed something preposterous. They somehow think your father was already dead when Dirk entered the crime scene. But I believe you could prove them wrong. Are you prepared to do what is required of you? Yes, I am ready to testify. Alright, then, Your Benevolence, please give your testimony. Because I'm pretty sure she said she saw the dude going to the tomb. On the day of the murder, I was gazing upon the courtyard from my second floor veranda. Around 2:30 p.m., I saw my father heading for Amara's tomb. Then, at about 2:45, I saw a barbed head and the company enter the courtyard. I saw no one go in or out of the tomb as my father entered about 2:30. Are you gonna mess with time in this bitch? Your second floor veranda? Oh, she must be talking about that house facing his private residence. So, that's the location from which you saw your father, and about 2:30. Yes, And shortly after that, you people arrived at the royal residence. So, if the minister entered Mars' tomb around 2:30, no one went in or out of there until the murder was discovered. The tomb was closed to outsiders, so no one could have snuck in before the murder. That rules out any possibility of a third party lying away to slay my poor husband. Yeah, or so she'd like us to believe. Now hear me, you useless lawyer. Cease this charade and bow before me, for I, Queen Garon, shall finally beat your ass. Forgive me, Your Eminence, but first let's allow the defense to question the witness. Thank you, Judge. Shit. Alright, Rafa, don't fuck me, please. I want to be here all night.
Hold it!
You say you've been watching the courtyard until we arrived, correct? Seems like an awfully long time. There's much that weighs on my mind. Right. Sure does sound troubled. I don't think she ever fully recovered from that previous trial. Your benevolence, as Crown Princess, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there will be many things that you will almost determine. Things like how to keep your people happy, and what is true and what is false. And most importantly, what role you must play therein. What if I'm even up to the task? I guess not you being a princess. Princess. I'd be happy to lend an ear if you'd ever like to talk. What would you know, my voes? Do not presume to exceed your station in life. Shit. Teenagers. And I'm just what you witness from your veranda. Alright. $2:30. Let me check the fucking what's it called? 30 p.m. Yep. So I don't think I have anything else related to time. So this. Oh. Right. So she. Okay. Obvious statement. Gotcha. So okay. Let's press this though. Did your father seem different or troubled in any way? Let me think. Oh, there was one unusual thing. There was. Yes, a shriek emanated from within my father's quarters. After which I witnessed him bolt outside, his countenance drained of its usual color. He screamed and was looking pale. What do you think happened? I know not. Perhaps he had a bad dream. Maybe it was a nightmare about being raked over the coals by the Queen at 2:30 afternoon. It seems our young lawyer here is a fucking comedian. You are, as they say, having the whole squad laughing. I believe it is. Okay. My father let out a scream, came dashing over his room. His face was pale. Huh. And why do you think he screamed? Was he surprised by someone who didn't belong there? Did anyone else come out? I didn't see anyone else. Just my father. My statement was seriously kind of sus. Should I press around this? Be nice and be, press softly, press harshly, the fuck? Bitch. Let's have some details. The more the better. Details, you say? Yeah, for example, are you sure you didn't see anyone in royal residence before 2:30? Well, bitch, answer me! Foreign devil. I'd been gazing upon the courtyard since about 2 yesterday. Yet I saw none other than my father. That's Cap. Oh, if only I stopped him then. I think you struck a nerve. Or, well, a obliterated one. Maybe I pressed a little too hard. Still though, that seems a little off somehow. So you didn't see anyone except your father in the courtyard after 2 p.m., eh? Add to your testimony. Cap. I think I'll press the rest though, Because why not? Okay. Man, it is so freaking cold in here.
Hold it!
Is the row of residence always so empty? Naturally, this is where the Boyd family lives, and we are few in number. Besides being a little birds who visit, I have no one else to talk to. No else? I'm sorry to a princess and talking to birds. So Nana wasn't around at all yesterday. It seems she was quite busy. I was all alone the entire day. It's been like that a lot lately. If he doesn't go to school, so she probably doesn't have any friends. What a loser. You think a princess isn't all cracked up as to be. Rafa, I shall buy you a new servant. I don't want you to buy me sooner. Like some. I'm getting to see why Rafa turned on like she did. It was on Tuesday when I was here with the tomb.
Hold it!
2:45. Right, I believe that's around when we arrived. Right, Athena, Drake, and I were running toward the tomb. Yes, I was taken aback, as we don't normally see commoners in the palace courtyard. Even more shocking was that Dirk, a wanted man, was with you. Yeah, I guess so. I thought the villainous leader of the Defiant Dragon was here with his minions, because it was, you know, time for a revolution. I think you've been watching too much of that TV show. I've already banned this broadcast for containing content unsuitable for our kingdom. Besides, the actress playing Rafa looked nothing like her. I can't myself just feeling so disappointed when I see the real Rafa. Mother, why are you so cruel to me? Are you so ashamed? Once I'm all grown up, I shall be just as full figure as an actress. Oh, wow. She'll sing all her hopes on one final growth spurt. For her sake, I hope in her DNA. I suppose you could always hope for a miracle. Oh, I'll show you. I shall double my milk intake and grow up big and strong. Milk doesn't help. It just doesn't. It's all DNA. It's all genetics. You can't do anything about it. Except pray, I guess. Wish I could grow up faster. I saw no one go in and out of the tomb after my father entered about 2:30. Is it possible he's missing someone passed through? No, I've run as a commanding view of the entire grounds and I saw no one else. But that doesn't make any sense. Do not underestimate my daughter. She may be lacking elsewhere, but her eyes are the finest. Lacking elsewhere? Talk about her mother, I never wish on my worst enemy. She needs Nana now more than ever. She didn't see anybody in the residence around 2 p.m. That's a pretty long time to just look at a courtyard. She's probably lost in thought. All alone. She's in the age where I'm sure she's got a lot on her mind. Alright. Right here is the cap. Stop the cap. Hey, stop the cap.
Objection!
Your benevolence. You're bullshitting, aren't you? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Rafa, but you're not gonna like this. Well, the thing is, I have a statement here that you might find interesting. It's from a witness who claims that around 2 p.m. his dog got loose and ran into the palace courtyard. That's when the little fellow stole this hat from someone. That's Nana's. I mean, nothing. Never mind. Where'd the wind come from? You fucking dumbass. Like the princess made a blunder. So let me get this straight. This is Nana's hat, which means she had to have been in the royal courtyard residence at around 2. If so, then you had to have seen Nana sometime after 2 p.m. yesterday. Oh, no! Please, dear benevolence, tell us what you really saw. Erng. It is as you say, Hornhead. I saw Nana. I saw that dingbat dog steal her hat from her in front of my father's residence. I knew it. Why did you say so in the first place? Because, my mother told me not to. What? When should we converge all of a sudden? Would you care to explain, Your Eminence? I request she withholds the information, for it is of no relevance to the case.
Objection!
Bullshit is no relevance. If you disagree, then prove that it is relevant to this case at hand. Alright, fine. Yeah, but no, please tell us everything you witnessed when you saw Nana. Alright. When I saw that dingbat dog attack Nana, I ran to help. I raced my second floor veranda down to the courtyard. Wait, that means that while you were coming down, you took your eyes off the courtyard. Yes, but only for a moment. This is crucial testimony. If you took your eyes off the courtyard, it means somebody else could have entered the tomb without you ever knowing. Your benevolence. Are you sure no one else was there? Yes. She's hiding something again. What about Nana? Were you able to help her? Well, when I got down to the courtyard, Nana was... she was gone. Gone? Yes, and I never saw her again after that. Any idea what happened? That dingbat dog must have gobbled her up. I seriously doubt that. But how can Nana suddenly disappear while Rafa wasn't looking? Nana, you're looking kind of sus right now. I'm not gonna say anything yet, but... Rafa must know something. The only question is, what? Why Shadow was in Korea when he disappeared to her, or why she disappeared? No, where she went to. Do you have any idea where Nana could have gone to? What do you mean? Well, during the time you took your eyes off the courtyard, someone could have headed into the tomb. And it just so happens that Nana disappeared right at that moment. No. Wait, you think Nana has something to do with the murder? I don't think we can rule it out. It sounds like something that kept Nana occupied since that early morning. Plus, she was seen right before the murder, and then seen to vanish into thin air. You're right. Yeah, since she's Rafa's attendant, when we turn LPG down, she can come and go as she pleases within the palace grounds. Could Rafa's attendant really be the killer? But that would mean first my father, and now Nana. These are the people I trusted most. How could this be? Do not heed their lies. Lawyers are foul, pretty quick to claim that a third party is to blame for a crime. Nana did not enter the tomb. That much is certain. And how can you be so sure? When Nana's hat was stolen, that crazy curse spilled an urn full of water upon my husband's doorstep. Is that not right, Sharifa? Yes it is. While that dingbat dog was tugging on Nana's hat, it tipped over the urn. The bottoms of her shoes would have been soaked with water, and if she had truly headed into the tomb with wet shoes, she would have left shoe prints along the way. But the only shoe prints found to be found belonged to my husband Inga. Huh. Then... That's right, Nana never did go into the tomb that day. Instead, she entered my husband's private quarters. How do you know? It's quite simple. Shoe prints were discovered in Inga's private quarters. Shoe prints that belonged to Nana. That's right, Edward and I did see some shoe prints there. Now do you understand? Nana could not possibly have gone into the tomb. And that supposed third person of the crime scene is but a figment of your imagination. Another glorious deduction. All hail the genius that is remnants, Queen Garan. Bow down before glory, witless lawyer. Don't say Urdihara Garan. Okay. Garan. It's Garan. Fuck off. Are those guys fanboys any harder. But is it really true? Did Nana go into the tomb? Excuse me, but Mr. Wright? Your benevolence, what time was it when that dog attacked Nana? I believe it was about 2:15 p.m. I see. Apollo, if Nana entered Inga's private quarters at around 2:15, and Inga came racing out around 2:30, pale-faced and screaming, then... I know what you're getting at. Oh, that's pretty... Yeah, that might explain Scream. With events, we share their theory regarding Justice Minister Inga's scream. Of course, Your Majesty. Mr. Inga screamed because he was attacked by Nana. Maybe he was attacked by Nana. This would make the Justice Minister's private quarters the real scene of the crime. Does your idiocy know no bounds? The minister's body was found in a tomb. Or are you suggesting that the body was moved? Do I think the minister's body was moved from the private quarters? I think the possibility... The minister was moved from this... I don't... think they could have. I really don't, but... How could they have moved it, right? Because there would have been blood dragging. There would have been bloodstains. We would have seen a trail of blood, right? So I don't think they could have, unless they used some dumbass method. I'd say there's no way the body was moved. After all, there was an awful lot of blood in the tomb. I understand if the scream was a reaction to Nate's attack, but Inga died in the tomb. We need to explain how those two realities could coincide. How are we supposed to do that? Come on, I'll think. Oh, maybe where he was stabbed and where he died were two completely different places. That's what I was thinking too, right? You can get stabbed, but, you know, not die instantly. What do you mean? It's just, let's look at this as simply as possible. If the minister's body wasn't moved, he might have been stabbed by Nana in his private quarters, but then died in the tomb. Right, because of blood loss or something. But would that even the cause of death? I see. On the one hand, that seems plausible, but on the other, it seems decidedly implausible. Professor Satomati, what is that fool blabbing on about now? Is this a riddle from one of those fortune cookies Americans seem so fond of? Ayo, they schmack, so fuck off me. Perhaps, but I believe he himself does not know what he means to say. In all likelihood, it was a poor attempt to confuse us. We should simply ignore him.
Objection!
But I wasn't finished yet, so, you know, go fuck off. The autopsy report never stated that the minister's death was instantaneous. That's okay. So he could have conceivably moved from one place to another after being stabbed. Oh my. Are you suggesting he ran all the way to the tomb with a knife sticking out of his back? Well, yeah, that's the gist of it. In short, Mr. Inga saw Nana with a knife, let out a scream, and when he turned his back to her to flee, right, and that's when he was stabbed from behind. Well, Your Majesty, does my theory hold water?
Insolence!
How dare you bore me like this? You are a humorless moron spewing an endless stream of unamusing bullshit. I wasn't trying to be funny, though. Prosecutor, enlighten this ignorant clown in lawyer's clothing. Guys, she called him a clown. Your Eminence. Ha! Oh, here we go. Eugene. Wait, do it. Nayura. You dull, stupid piece of shit. Turd eating McDonald's menu lawyer. Perhaps you would be too stupid to notice you had been stabbed in the back. But a normal person would have noticed due to the excruciating pain. Now hold on. Here we go. Let me teach you the meaning of pain. Oh, he didn't do it. He didn't go. Now he does have a point though. I mean, most people would have noticed a dagger in their back. Ow. Yeah, I doubt someone could ignore pain like this. Still, in this case, it's the word normally that we should emphasize. Yeah, Yeah, obviously he felt a knife in his back, but that doesn't mean he's gonna, like, I don't know, just sit there and die. He's probably gonna run away, and he had to be there. He had to be in the tomb, right? To exchange the hostages. About taking a look at the court record. Oh, okay. There's gotta be something that explains this. There's a reason Inge didn't feel any pain. Okay, never mind. And the defense was made, evidence proving just that. Painkillers for the back! Oh! Oh! I got you, right here. Boom. Ah! Those are my father's painkiller shots. The defense will explain the significance of these evidence. Mr. Inge suffered from terrible back pain, so he often injected himself with these. We're told that one shot in the back would make all his pain go away. With this, it's easy to explain what happened. So tell me you didn't know about these, Your Eminence. You can't mean... Mr. Inge was stabbed in his back, close to where he usually injected a painkiller. Therefore, it's entirely possible that he didn't notice he'd been stabbed. What? What's this? Oh shit! Oh my god, you didn't notice he'd been stabbed. Oh. Then, are you suggesting Mr. Inge really ran off with a knife protruding from his back? Uh-huh. I sure am, Your Majesty. So then, where's my father? He had a knife sticking out of him. I mean, with that cape of his, I couldn't see his back very well. Right, the knife was there. It was just plunged in so deep you didn't notice under the cape. Therefore, when you saw your father, he was already quote-unquote dead. Murdered by Nena in his private quarters. Pokunka! Oh my gosh, the nigga was already dead. I'm guessing no. Holy shit! Are we dealing with the living dead here? More like the Walking Dead. Well, technically he wasn't dead yet. I know it's hard to believe, but this is a plausible sequence of events. And once Mr. Inge arrived at the tomb, he could have removed the knife and then dropped dead from the blood loss. Nena killed my father? There must be some mistake. Defense was like, call Nena to the stand. But no one's found her. You seek to drag an innocent old woman to the stand with no proof whatsoever. Well, there's no real proof, but... what a tangled web of expedient lies you weave. I can no longer tell fact from fiction. Who or what shall I believe in now? I'm sorry, Rafa. What I've done is confuse you. But I have a stinking suspicion Nena's involved in this case, one way or another. Just like I thought we'd blown this case wide open. Yeah, well, there's no turning back now. You fool. I know why you are so desperate to prove the accuser innocent. You do? Yes, because he faces public execution if proven guilty. As shall you, under the stipulations of the Defense Culpability Act. From the moment you accepted this case, you were fucked. No, the simple fact is, I've always believed that Dirk is innocent. Pah! Still you cling to your pretense? Very well, I shall offer you a bargain. If you would admit that the accuser is guilty, right here, right now, I shall overlook your crime of abetting him, and you will not be subject to execution. Is this some sort of joke? Far from it. That's great. I have the power to grant pardons even to criminals like you. I don't have to wave my hand. I can even reduce the severity of a sentence. Perhaps even for Dirk, should you be willing to cooperate. And she wasn't kidding when she said that she's a lawyer. But to flaunt that power in our faces like that, that's just wrong. Forget all that has transpired in our kingdom and return to your own country in peace. Well, will you abandon your defense, have the accused, and accept my generous offer? Don't take this deal. We'll be executed along with Dirk if he's found guilty. What should I do? Hey, it's a good deal to me. We'll be executed if we lose this trial. Poor Tracy lose her father. Again. I feel bad for Athena too. And besides, life is precious. It's not something you just gamble with. But still. I made a promise. There's one more person I can't abandon at this time of need. Which leaves me with only one choice.